first live guest this morning in Asheboro. Adventures in Theater Summer Camp Experience is an opportunity for young actors to learn about theater production. Campers work with local directors, choreographers, and costumers.
Never heard that word?
No.
I think it is, though.
Okay, on how to audition, stage movement, learn about all the character development. And this week, the camp is premiering Props Not Yours, Don't Touch. This is a mystery comedy in 2 different acts, and the first performance is this Friday at Sunset Theater.
Former theater person, I can tell you those costumers are very important because that's what makes the whole thing come to life. Here to tell us more is the show's writer and director, though, Bobby Bodford. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
Bobby, first
I would like to add to that comment about what the costumer does.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you have 65 actors and some of them have multiple changes, if you just count the numbers of things that each person wears, top, pants, accessories, it comes into the thousands. So it's a big job. Which my wife handles beautifully.
Oh, well, I'm
Good
so
thing we
glad
gave her a shout out
we
then.
can feature them.
Right out of the gate, too. Bobby, can you first explain what this summer theater program is all about?
I would be happy to. Adventures in the Theater, we started it about 7 years ago. I think this is our 7th show. 8 years ago, but COVID, we missed a summer, obviously. And the whole idea is to give these kids a chance to actually work the same way that professionals work. When you do a youth show or a community theater show, you usually rehearse 1 to 2 hours, maybe 3-4 nights a week. So professionals don't do that. Professionals rehearse all day long because when they're rehearsing, the theater owner is not making any money. So it's important to put the show together quickly. So this is an experience they're not going to get anywhere else. And when they're not rehearsing, they are working on theater games, which go directly to the skills that are involved in making them better actors. So we don't really give them a minute to spare. We keep them busy all day long.
Well,
and
Bobby,
the shows, I will say,
Yeah.
the shows are written specifically to make sure that from 8 to 18 or 8 to 19 years old, everybody has a role. So it's not the easiest thing I've ever done in my life, but I have 65 speaking roles.
Wow.
And they're not, and the 8-year-olds and the 9-year-olds, their characters are actually 8 and 9-year-olds. So it all works and it all fits. It's great. It's a wonderful experience.
That's cool.
And it's all coming together in this show. Props Not Yours, Don't Touch. Tell us about what we can expect from this. And then we're hearing it's the world premiere of the show.
It is. As a matter of fact, all of the last 7 shows have been world premieres. We just started calling them world premieres last year with Phantom of the Opera, the non-musical, because it sounded good and it looks good on the marquee. But yes, no one's ever done this show before, and I'm not sure that anyone would write a show called Props, Not Yours, Don't Touch. But it's full of a lot of surprises, and it's sort of like the musical Spelling Bee. You think, who would write a musical about a spelling bee, and then you see it and it's brilliant. I hope you feel the same way about Props Not Yours, Don't Touch when you see this.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a good little tease, too, to get people interested in coming out to see your show. Bobby, what has it been like working with this group of kids? I can tell that you're very passionate about the work that you do in bringing these stories to life on stage.
It's really hard to put it into words, okay? As an older director, I get my energy from them. They will keep me young. I hope to do this for another 100 years. When I come into the theater, I have a diversity of experience, and it all works really well together because the more experienced actors bring the young actors, give them a chance to elevate their performances. Every day I get hugs, I get satisfaction from watching a child accomplish something. And I'm going to tell you, if you want to see really good theater, come and see what these kids can do when they rehearse like professionals for 2 weeks. Everybody is so surprised. Wow, I had no idea. But I know they can. And they do it because there are no distractions, no school to worry about. They just concentrate on the play, and it is an amazing thing. The play is sort of like a Jumanji kind of takeoff. Basically, I don't want to give anything away, but some kids are cleaning a theater and they discover an old trunk hidden in a wall, and it says "Props not yours, don't touch." And of course, they touch. And at one point, there's like 4 productions happening at the same time.
Okay.
Wow.
So you
Well-
kind of have to see it to believe it.
Bobby, I'm intrigued and I am sold. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much for your time today, and we wish you the best of luck in putting on Props Not Yours, Don't Touch.
Yeah,
I think I
break
got
a
that
leg.
right. Yes, break a leg. All right, Friday's performance is at 7 p.m. rather. That's at the Sunset Theater in Asheboro. It also has shows on Saturday and Sunday. To learn more, over on adventuresintheater.com.